Doctor Strange's movie is called The Multiverse of Madness. So you would assume the multiverse opens. And once it
And
does,
we're
I
getting
mean,
different
like,
Spider-Mans too. So like,
right. And then
you
you're
know,
like, once it opens, what the hell? Like, now what? I mean, you could do anything. But that's the problem is, that's a
you
good
can
thing
do
you can do
anything.
anything. But that's the problem, right? You could do anything and you can go in a billion different directions and then you can get lost really quick. And, listen, it's Kevin Feige. We have to trust the Feige that he's going to figure it out and do the right thing. But there are so many storylines. There are so many different ways you can do it. And I bet there are people that are going to be happy and upset no matter what happens, right? Like, oh my God, you
Oh,
brought these guys
absolutely.
in. Oh, you brought that one in. Well, how come you didn't bring this one in? Oh my God, this guy brought, like, so it's just, there's nothing, you can't possibly, you cannot possibly appease everyone. So you have to just make the storyline make sense. And they've always done
Exactly.
that. And so we have to trust that they'll do it.
I mean, you go right back to Civil War, right? I mean, if you read the comics, if you played the video game, I mean, what was the video? It was called Civil War, wasn't it? Marvel Civil War. If you played the game, you know how big of an impact um, the Fantastic Four family played in it. You know how big of an impact the X-Men played in it. Well, they told that story without having either of those factions involved. So if they can do that, I trust Kevin's ability to, retell stories and tell stories and make sure that everything's kind of in sync and doesn't get out of hand. I really trust their ability, but at the same time, you're playing with fire with the multiverses. You're playing with fire with the quantum realm. You're playing with fire with all this stuff. You got to make sure you know how to handle it, and I trust.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think the biggest thing is you run the risk of it being convoluted, right? Oh, well, we explain this because the TVA is in the quantum realm, because we're in the quantum realm, and none of the Infinity Stones work because we're there, and then time works differently. And people are like, what? Like, what are you talking? And so, like, they've done a good job of having the science stuff. Like, Ant-Man really gets pretty deep into like the science stuff and like the theory of like the quantum realm and quantum dynamics and all that other stuff. And like it really gets pretty deep into it without actually getting deep into it. You know what I mean? Like it does a good job of showing you what happens without bogging you down with like super complicated and convoluted ideas about the quantum realm. And so to me, I trust that they're going to continue to do that. But like if you get to this point where it's like now I have to explain the ending to everyone because if you're just watching it, you're like, what? Like, why did that happen? Like, so, I just I think we don't have to necessarily worry about that. But that, again, those are things that we need to think about. Like, and I'm sure it's stuff that they've thought about over and over and over again about, okay, we know we need to kind of open up the multiverse. We know we need to talk about, the quantum realm and all this other stuff, but we need to make it accessible to everyone, right? My 10-year-old, my 8-year-old, and my 5-year-old watch it. Like, I need them to understand it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's PG-13, but they watch it and they love it. But I need them to like at least be able to watch it and be like, oh my God, that makes sense a little bit. And maybe not my 5-year-old, but at least my 10-year-old should be able to watch it and make sense out of it. So that's the hope. And like I said, they've always done that. So you just kind of have to assume they're going to continue to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to expect they're gonna. They expect that there's gonna be people who haven't watched any of these shows, right? They're gonna, and that's one thing that they've always done well is pretty much be able to tell a story in the movies, even if you haven't watched all of the Marvel movies distinctly in order or you're not a huge fan, that you can still go to the movie and kind of understand what's going on. You might need your friend or whatever to tell you a little backstory or just to kind of get you're up to it. But for the most part, you can go into any of these movies and kind of understand what's going on to an extent. They're definitely planning for people not to watch these shows. So if you watch these shows, you'll have a better understanding exactly. But I'm sure they'll go back and kind of introduce stuff about the multiverse and about the quantum realm and about you know different points that they need to really get so normal people, or not normal people, like yeah, normal people who just go to the movie or whatnot will still understand what's going on. They've always done a great job of that, as you said, and I think they're going to continue to it. But for us who are Marvel heads and Marvel nerds, who watch anything that they put out, we're gonna have a upper
Freaks,
hand
Josh.
there.
Freaks. You
Yes,
call us freaks.
yeah,
It's all
yeah.
right.
Well,
The normal people. You're right.
for
We're
those of
freaks.
us
It's,
who are armchair superheroes, we'll know exactly what's going on.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, very true. So, listen, I am so excited about this. I think they've done a great job. We're on the way now. And what's crazy to me is that we're halfway done already. Like, it blows me away that we're halfway done with Loki already. And now it's like, all right, next thing, like we just keep moving forward. And, and then Black Widow, what comes out July 9th. So that's in a week and a half. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's like, think next Thursday. So, matter of fact, Black Widow comes out, I think, before Loki's
Season
done, right?
finale.
Because
Yeah,
wait
before
a
the season
second.
finale.
Yeah, before the season finale, right? Because this is the 30th and the 7th that will come out to the 9th, right? Yep.
And
So
then we
there
have
you
to
go.
wait till September for a franchise for a movie that half the people don't even know about, including myself, with
But that's,
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
I love it. And that's like, I think it's gonna be. Dude, do you see Abomination's gonna be in there? Like, I mean, I don't know what the hell to expect. So this is gonna
Yeah,
be.
right.
There's all sorts of craziness happening, and that's
So
kind of the best part. Like we walk into Phase 4, like not
we'll have about a
knowing
month and a half
anything's
off.
gonna happen. Yeah,
We'll have about a month and a half off, then we'll have Shang-Chi, then we'll have a month off, and then we'll have Eternals, then we'll have a month off, and then we got Spider-Man, and then let's go.
I think
We're
what
into
if,
2020.
I think What If is in there somewhere too.
That's it.
I am super excited about that one. That looks awesome.
Yeah, especially it's animated too, right?
So
That's gonna be awesome.
yeah, animated with all of the characters of like Chris Evans is voicing, Robert Downey Jr. is voicing, Scarlett Johansson is voicing. So like all the voice
Nick
acting is going to
Fury.
be the original actors, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to
Yeah, it's
that.
gonna
Matter
be
of fact,
awesome.
wonder when that's coming out. But anyways, yeah, this has been great, man. Thank you guys for everyone coming through and listening. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we are excited. We're excited to keep doing this every week. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to continue doing it as long as you guys will have us, and we'll see it. Oh, by the way, What If scheduled to premiere August 2021. So there you go.
So we don't even have to wait all the way
Nope,
until Shang-Chi. We
that
got What
doesn't
If coming
sound
out.
like it. So that'll be fun.
Perfect. So yeah,
So
we'll have to plan. I don't know. Maybe we want to do the week after Loki finale for Black Widow.
yeah, I think it gives everyone some time to watch it. I
Yeah,
know. So Black Widow is interesting because it's in the theaters, obviously, but also it's on Disney Plus for $30.
I'll
So
be in the theaters. I never miss a Marvel movie in the theater.
it's me and my boy Jeff, dude. We just saw A Quiet Place 2, which was awesome in the theaters. Our
Nice.
first trip back to the theaters since March of 2020. So so that was fun, and then we'll go see that one too. So I'm pumped about that.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Go ahead.
Get ready for in between Black Widow and What If. Get ready for a deep dive into spoilers or not spoilers, rumors, theories, what's going on with different DC properties, different MCU properties. We're gonna dive into the interwebs and see what's going on, rumors and stuff like that. So there will still be content coming your way.
100%, 100%. And at some point, well, if we get some time, I'd love to go back through some of those Marvel shows on Netflix. I think they're so good. Daredevil and the Punisher and Jessica Jones a little bit.
Defenders.
But
Jessica Jones
yeah.
is still one of the best villains in season 1 in Marvel.
Oh, see, the season one's unbelievable. But then, Trish just ruins it. But what are you going to do? So, Vince, thank you for coming through. Jeff, Juliana, love you guys. Elizabeth, Nico, and it's like Basketball Genius here as well. Thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate it.
Jones. Basketball Jones.
And we'll be at Basketball Jones. My voice
We'll
can
just watch that. Just watch that today.
Well, of course.
Maybe
You got to
we'll
watch
do a
it with the
special
kiddos.
Space Jam too. Maybe we'll do a special Space Jam
Oh, I like
episode
that.
too.
I like that. I'm down. That means I got to
I'm kind
watch
of a
it.
hero.
Oh, HBO Max, right? It's HBO Max.
HBO
I don't have
Max.
to go to the
I
movie
think
theaters
it
for that
comes
one.
out
Okay,
July
I'll do it.
19th or something.
It looks atrocious, but that's okay.
It looks so bad.
That's okay. We can crap on it for a half an hour. That'll be fun.
Absolutely, sounds good.
So, all right, thanks
guys.
for coming through, guys. Well, wait, I got to play us out. Wait a second. I'm about to end it. Wait a second. Hold on, man. There you go.
Dead air. Nothing
Yeah.
better
Oh,
on a
this is perfect. This
podcast
is what
than
we
dead
want.
air.
Oh, this is it. This is what we want right here. All right, here we
I
go.
think if you've
Here we
listened
go.
to our podcast for a little bit, you come to expect it.
That's what happens. Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
get it. We'll get it figured out eventually. Here we go.
someday.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Start over.
You blew it.
Here we go. Right here. Here it is. Got it.
Armchair Superheroes Assemble! Armchair superheroes here to save today. Armchair superheroes make everything okay.